It's like, oh, I'm going to San Francisco next, and then I gotta hold up for my friend because he wants to have a real life talk to me.
Right? How dare he?
My friend wants to share emotional things with me. Fuck him, am I right? Hey everybody, welcome to bonus content.
Plebs?
Fucking pleb, come at me, scrub lord.
Are you ripped?
It's bonus content. That means there are no rules anymore. Tony,
Yeah.
Scott, Nabishin. I'm Alex. Let's do this. Tony, tell me about life.
It's happening.
Is it happening right now? Are we experiencing it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. How's your life?
It's going.
Are you gonna give me anything?
No.
Anything at all? No.
Nope.
What'd you do this week? You get up to any shenanigans?
Let's see, shenanigans.
With this,
I went to lab.
Did you go to the restaurant shenanigans?
No. I did go to my science lab, though.
That's a real restaurant, right?
That is a real restaurant, yeah.
Only time I ever heard that restaurant was when I watched the movie Waiting, which is a good movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I've actually heard a lot of people talking about the movie Waiting. This
What,
week.
recently?
This week, specifically. One of my coworkers thinks it's like the best, one of the funniest restaurant movies. I'm like, Dan Cook's in that movie, right?
It's still good. It's still good.
It's still good. Okay, you were waiting. You went to a restaurant, Tony.
Yep.
How was it? Was the food delectable?
Wait. I didn't say restaurant.
I heard restaurant, so...
No, I said I went to my...
You agreed.
I went to my science lab. That's
Oh,
what I said.
science
I said I
lab.
went
Did
to
you eat-
lab.
Did you eat anything there?
No.
Was it delectable? Would it qualify as...
Yeah, it was really delicious, the things that I didn't eat.
I feel like Tony and Scott should have a science lab together. But you guys should run it
Yeah, just run the lab.
and do experiments.
Today we're pointing Bunsen burners at each other and turning them on.
It's like a little flamethrower.
Yeah.
My
Well,
brother...
I mean, they do have the tools in the lab to make a fireball.
Yeah. That way Scott can finally achieve wizarddom.
Yeah.
It's the
I
good
thought I could
ending.
only achieve that at 30.
It's the good ending of Don't Die Dateless Dummy. It's weird how it ended up how like that was the only good ending. I also appreciate that they throw two girls at you in that game and then one adult woman who's incredibly desperate.
Yeah.
And you can still fuck that up and turn into a wizard.
I mean, that's not even like the worst outcome, right? Wizarddom is not necessarily a bad thing.
If you're a virgin until you turn 30, you would get wizard powers. It's like, man,
Wizard powers. Yeah.
wizard powers. Anyway, so anything, Tony, give me something. Tell me something that you thought was funny from your week.
Nothing.
I feel like I'm a fucking high school teacher that's like trying to get everyone to do introductions to the rest of the class.
Yeah.
And, like, you're just that one student that's like, man, fuck this.
Like, I didn't really like. There's nothing that happened this week. I don't know. My friend had surgery on her face.
Did it go well?
I think so. I don't know.
That's-
She can't feel her face.
I mean, that sounds serious, man. Like, you should get that checked out.
Yeah. I should get it checked out.
Yeah, you should check, make sure she's all right. She can't feel her face. That's probably not good.
Probably not.
All right, Scott. I'm
She's
sure out of
fine.
all of us, Scott had the most interesting week.
What?
That's
No.
a pretty good chance.
That's a terrible assumption.
Scott, are you coming through the right mic on
I only
Google
have
Hangouts?
one. I only have one mic.
That's true. You only have one mic. It sounds like you're like somewhere in a basement, but like one of those like cement rooms.
Okay.
Did that do anything?
You just like scratch your nails against the chalkboard.
No.
Is that better for you? It does actually sound better. I don't know what
Was
you
it good
did.
for you?
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
No, it's the mic stand. You know how you have to screw it in and unscrew it?
Yeah.
I have it very far away from my keyboard, so I can, get to places that I need to be.
You need to be all those places on your desk, just like sloshing around here.
And so it's not, doing this the entire time.
I should have moved my mic over to the couch so I could lay down while we recorded.
I've done that before.
Hey man, that's nice. These mic stands, they're dynamic.
Mm.
What did you get up to, Scott?
Bunch of boring stuff.
Cool. I like that.
I went to lab as well,
Yeah.
See?
and I
You
was
guys should go to lab
sad I
together.
didn't get to play with the Bunsen burners.
Damn. Is it chemistry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you about how ionization works. Have you gotten to the part where fucking electrons are shooting from one fucking thing to another, and you have to remember those goddamn circles, and it's a nightmare?
Ah. Oh,
It muted you, Scott.
better. I said 102. I'm past that. Fuck you.
Okay. Fuck you too, the muting of the microphone, not me, of course. Or both. Cool. God, like, do you, like, in the days when you're not at school...
That is of one day, and that is the day which I have to do the most reading.
Yeah. But, like, when
Did I
you're
tell you
not...
how much reading I had to do a day?
Yes. You told us that it's
not
way
not
too
a
much.
day.
It's what, like 100 pages a day or something?
Not a day. It's like 100 pages between each class periods, and I only have the brunt of it is between Monday and Tuesday. But
Yeah.
you gotta understand that's Monday and Tuesday. So
Yeah.
I have 100 pages to read between those 2 days, as well as the other shit I have to do.
Jesus, man.
So Tuesday is absolutely not free, ever.
Well, yeah. That's the day I edit the podcast. So it's a good thing that you don't edit the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, for multiple reasons, but cool. I mean, like when you're not doing anything school related, what are you doing, Scott? Just like sleeping?
Oh no, that's when I play Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, fair enough. I guess, man, like a life of simple needs. When I'm not doing anything work or school related, I'm just playing Metal Gear. So
Yep.
fair enough.
That's getting bad though. It needs to end. Not in a bad way, but like in a way that like I'm not doing anything else in my spare time, and it's getting really, really bad. I need to beat this game so I can do something else for fucking
Yeah,
months.
that's how
My
it was.
God.
That's how it was with Witcher. It was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I both like put 200 hours in that game in like a month. Like that's a
Yeah,
lot. That's a lot.
Shit. I haven't even put 50 in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, and Scott's had it for like 2 months. You've been trying though. You had
Yeah,
work,
yeah, I've been trying.
so. I finished Metal Gear. We'll get there, but I did finish it, and then I've actually finished it.
I thought you actually finished it.
Okay. We need to talk after you do.
Okay.
You need to talk to me after you do.
Sure.
We'll get there though. What about you, Nabshin? How's your week been? This content isn't very bonusy, but I'm sure some of us will bring something to the table.
My week's been kind of a downer. Today's was my last day that my boss lady Becky, that's the last day she works with us today. So that was all sad and junk. Made her a cake. I don't know if you saw that. It was a dumb cake I made.
I did. I loved it.
Yeah, it's a dumb cake I made, and I gave it to her. So like it's gonna be like hectic for like the next probably week or so, that because we won't have a manager or anything to actually do the work. And I was like, I was just having like a small conversation with Becky, and like she was saying like, like it came out this way, but like I'll get to the reason why. So you're probably gonna be the manager, and you're probably gonna start tomorrow. So I need to teach you like all this stuff about what a manager needs to do, and this will pretty much be your deli for the foreseeable future. I'm like what? I don't want to be a manager, but he's like, I gotta teach you this stuff anyway. So I'm like, okay. So like he pretty much gave me like a 30-minute crash course of like everything that I need to do. So it was just like all piling on today too, because it was like some rude ass customers, and Becky was leaving, and then like this bomb is like, oh, you're gonna be the manager, and it's like so like all the shit on me, and so like I just had my dumb panic attack and whatever, so I needed to breathe for a while. Then pretty much after work, I told my mom about it, like, hey, I'm probably gonna be manager, and she was happy, like, oh, you should be happy. And I'm like, no, because I don't want to fucking do that. And then like after that whole Hullabaloo and Howdy Do went out, must be Bronze and Timbuktu.
Oh, you covered all the bases. I appreciate that.
Kick him in a dishpan. Hoo hoo hoo.
There it is.
But like I text Becky later on. And I was like, hey, since I'm gonna be manager, what's the pay and all this other stuff is gonna be like and stuff like that. Like, oh, I didn't even say, oh, I didn't really mean that you were gonna be the manager. It's like sometimes it gets to the point where like they have to force you to be one. So like, there's a possibility I'll be a manager, but it's probably not gonna happen. She said, and I was like, okay, that's good. That could have been useful 7 hours ago when I was panicking over it and everything. But like yeah, that was like kind of a hectic day. But like, like for like the next like few weeks, maybe in a month even, like I'll be like opening almost every other day and doing the schedule and just kind of holding me down for everybody. So that's how I'm gonna be working for the next few weeks. So
yeah,
I need another job.
Yeah, Ethan had this similar situation, and we talked about it on and off mic, like where he was like basically running the store that he was working at, but he was still only ever getting treated and paid as a full-time assistant manager. And then they fired him. So, and then he was doing the same thing at a different store, and they didn't treat him well. So, and now he doesn't work retail anymore. So, there you go. But I mean, yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Good and a bad thing. More responsibility is definitely gonna look great on a resume, but hopefully that's all you need is just look good on a resume and get you somewhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was fucking thinking too. I was like, oh, I was writing my damn resume and like I've been a manager for 2 months and then fuck it, like I wanted somewhere else to go. Yeah. But like like, and Becky was being like really nice and reassuring to me. Like, I know you can do it. You just don't want to do it, and I realize that. So I'm not gonna like tell you should do it, but like I know you're able to do it. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm able to do it, but like I also know myself, and I also know how I work. So like this whole like everyone should be a leader bullshit that they try to teach in elementary and bullshit like that. Like no. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know how you work. I'm not a good leader because I'm not good at telling people what to do because like I'm more like, oh, I'll just do it myself and get the shit done because I know how to do it. That's the type of person I am, and like I keep to myself so the work can get done. I don't really talk to anybody, so those really socializing. So that's not really a good leader, and I understand that. So that's why I'm like, oh, I can like get the work done. I'm a good number 2. I'm not a good number 1. And I've always said that.
Yeah. And I think like people will be like, well, you shouldn't put yourself down like that. But I think there's like you can take a pride from being a good number 2. Like
I know I'm a fucking awesome number 2.
Like I feel like it's like behind every great
poop
man.
Jokes.
Yeah, poop jokes. That behind every great man is a great woman or whatever. Like that whole thing. Even though that's kind of outdated and misogynist, but like the idea is like there's always somebody helping the person that you see, and that person is just as important. So yeah, know your strengths, establishment. Hashtag knowledge is power. I guess we're learning so much today.
But other than that, nothing else. It's been literally nothing but Metal Gear, and it's getting really, really bad to the point that like my nephew's like, "Let's play something on the Prime." Like, I'm playing Metal Gear. I'm like, I
get the fuck away from me.
Can I play Splatoon? No, I'm playing Metal Gear. Can I do this one thing in Happy Wars on your Xbox One? You can do that one thing and then get the fuck out of my room because I'm playing Metal Gear. But yeah, that's been my week pretty much. I need to see my friends because I need to get the fuck out of this house.
See your friends, and you just got like fucking like one of your eyes is whited over. You're like, I need to get my eye patch on. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk more Metal Gear in the show. I'm curious. That's good. That's kind of like where I've been at with Metal Gear. So, as for me, since I know you guys care a whole bunch. Especially Tony. Tony loves to hear about my week. I'm pretty
Every
sure it's his
time.
favorite part of the episode.
You know it.
I had a great day, and I feel like this is gonna sound really stupid after like your day, Nabishin, but I don't know. I just I finished training at work, and now I'm kind of like on my own. I'm not shadowing anyone or getting reverse shadowed or anything. I'm just like, everyone says I'm doing like a great job, and I'm having fun. I'm smiling, and I'm like excited to go into work and.
That'll end soon.
Yeah, that's.
You'll probably still find that fun to have, but
Yeah,
that'll end.
I've had so many great interactions with people there, and all my coworkers are just awesome. They're just super friendly. They all like me too. It's nice to be like, oh, we're all kind of outgoing, friendlier people here. So just kind of being surrounded by people like that is nice.
You sure you're just not in a cult?
Yeah, that's what it is. Stare into the camera. No, it's fun. Like, there's a store meeting tomorrow at 8 a.m., which I'm sad that I have to wake up for. But everyone is going to be there, and that's going to be fun to see. Actually, all of everyone else. So, I don't know. Yeah, it's been fun. I'm having fun, which is cool, and I'm getting paid super well. So.
At your job, that just should not be named. They don't do anything like parties, do they? I don't know why I'm thinking that. It seems like your job is like an actual like corporation, even it kind of is, but like it's still kind of just a department store at the same time.
It is cool because you're right. It's kind of like a weird kind of grade line between that. They make it feel like a family, which is fun. So like tomorrow, with the store meeting, they're gonna cater breakfast for everyone. And
that's what's up.
Coffee and food, and like. We're working on the 25th is a very special day. I probably shouldn't say that, but whatever. This is bonus content, so all bets are off. But the 25th is a special day, so they'll bring in food for us since we're working that kind of more intense day.
There's a joke there, but I can't say it, so never mind.
Yeah.
It's like some memorial or something, but I don't know.
No.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat. So it's gonna be crazy, and they'll bring us food and lunch so we can kind of relax but still be around, and still be useful. So that's cool. Like they treat their employees pretty well. So. Yeah, I've just been having fun with that. Classes are easy. I only have 2 classes. My last 2 classes, I'm getting ready to apply to graduate, which is cool. And send a new transcript of my grades to the college that I applied to earlier this year. So, yeah. I know exactly what you were thinking. No, it's not that. So yeah, I had a good week, and I replayed Until Dawn this week, and we'll talk about it in a bit. But it was just like a really great experience.
That was weird too. We were like on the same wavelength for some reason. Those video games.
It's because we're brothers now. We're brothers in arms. Cool. I guess that's it. That's bonus content, right? Tony, unless you got anything like any surprises.
Nope, no surprises. I promise.
Okay, cool. Let's start the show then. I got something special planned for y'all.
Oh.
You guys ready to start recording?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yesums.
Yes.
On 1 then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Scott, you got any sassy quotes for me? I almost said snazzy.
Why would I have any sassy quotes for you? Like, who do you think I am?
Who do you think I am, Scott? You're right. What was I thinking?
What were you thinking?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Was
it about biscuits? You're heavy enough to be thinking about biscuits.
I'm always thinking about biscuits. I had a biscuit-related joke in my OkCupid profile for a little while. Fun fact.
Like, what was it? What could it possibly be?
It really doesn't play well over voice. So let's just never bring it up again. How about that?
I'm the Total Biscuit video game reference.
I'm the Total Biscuit of Total Biscuit. No, it wasn't that clever.
Tomorrow's
Oh
my mother's
god,
birthday.
probably wasn't funny either then.
Tell Mama Jackson I said happy birthday.
Sure.
Do Mark and Katie call her Mama Jackson?
No. Bring in that racism. I see.
What? Like that's
I was being funny. Of course, it's
my
not
mom-
racist.
My friends call my mom Linda the Shark, so like
It's true, because she is one.
she's an actual human shark.
Yep.
All right, let's get this party started. If we're okay, cool. It is Saturday, September 19th, 2015, and you are listening to Irrational Passions Podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, your host this evening. And with me I have Scott Guthier.
Yeah, every time. What are you gonna do
Every
about
time.
it? What are you gonna do about it?
I kind of love it. Tony Horvath is here.
Hello.
And Brian Nabashin Jackson is here.
Hello.
Hello! I'm Toad! We got a great show for you guys and gals and everyone else. We got a great show for literally everyone. Everyone that has ever walked the face of this earth. Tony has brought a whole bunch to this show. I'll have you know. Duh. Tony does the most prep work
Yeah.
for the show of anyone.
Facts.
Like, you know, he has like the whole full hour of meditation before the show.
Yes.
He eats 4 Taco Bell burritos before that. So-
Following that Reichenism.
Yeah, following the
That should be that.
Is that like Confucius says, Reichert says Taco Bell is good for the soul? Scott, are you familiar with Dan Reichert?
Not so much,
He's-
but kind of.
He's Tony's spirit animal.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Not even close, but okay.
I feel like you guys have like a weird connection across the internet and the world. He's very nice. He's a very nice person. Great show. Like I was saying, I'll get back to that part since that actually made sense. We got video games we're going to talk about. We got Metal Gear, Until Dawn. Scott played Kingdom Hearts. He said, I can quote him from our bonus content. Got plenty of news. TGS happened. We got an email and a voicemail. It's going to be a great show. And I was thinking about we start things off a little different. You guys okay with that?
No.
Okay. Then
All
we're
right,
doing
it's
it.
fine. Go ahead.
Got
Do
any
it.
music or something?
News in gaming. Let's talk about some news.
See, if you're going to change the format like that, you should have changed the intro. You said you were going to change that. Change that.
I should have,
Intro
but like getting Damien to come over here to record the goddamn thing I have set aside for him is basically impossible. But this is just, it's just for today. We're spitballing. We're having fun. There's
right,
plenty of news to talk
I'm a fan.
about. So let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Tokyo Game Show is going on right now in the land of the rising sun. So that means plenty of Japanese-related news. Yeah, New York. Good job, Nabishin. You know your geography. So Sony had a big TGS press conference. They had a ton of announcements. Other stuff came out. And also, kind of unrelated to TGS, Nintendo announced their new president. So I figured we could start with that. As we know, Satoru Iwata passed away, what was it, last month? Or 2 months ago?
July.
July. It's already been 2 months. That's kind of crazy. And we were unsure of who would be taking his position as president and CEO of Nintendo in general. I was going to say like Nintendo Incorporated for some reason. So the Nikkei, which is a very well-respected Japanese publication, they were the ones that reported on the Konami mistreating their employees case. They reported that and forgive me if I mess up the name, Tatsumi Kimishima will be taking over as president. So he's kind of like more of a guy in the background, like less forward, less kind of in the limelight like Iwata was. Because you think about Iwata, you think about Nintendo Direct, and him on the E3 stage, and him talking both to the Japanese audience and the English audience, English and European audience, which is something that not a lot of Japanese executives do. It's, I think, one of the things that made Iwata really special. So we don't really have a read on what Kimishima is going to be doing, but he seems like super qualified for the position. So he was elected on September 14th. He served as the chief financial officer of the Pokemon Company. He was director of Nintendo of America before Reggie was. So that gives you a little bit more context. Again, not a lot of people probably know his name, but that doesn't mean he's not a good pick. So he's been elected to run Nintendo for 1 year, and he doesn't know what's going to happen after that. But I don't know. Did you have any thoughts? Any of you have any thoughts on this? Just like, sure. Seems good. I will say that several roles were picked out to help support the new president. I don't remember what they were called. They're kind of like mentor roles. Like, for example, Miyamoto is promoted to like creative mentor, for example. I said for example twice there. So there are also other structures in place to help the kind of teams continue on under this new leadership. So, and he says he's not planning on changing any of what Iwata had set up and directed. So NX is still, throw up your X's. It's still happening. They're still going to talk about it next year. I know you're so excited about the NX.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're just confused.
Yeah.
What do? All we can do is throw up the X's, but you know what? Nobody's even doing that, so.
It's just Greg Miller in a dark room somewhere throwing up his X. Speaking of Nintendo, Star Fox was delayed.
Dang it.
Okay, so it was pushed to 2016. Did they say when in 2016?
Spring 2016.
Spring? Okay. Is anyone... I feel like this isn't that surprising. It is and it isn't, because they were like really adamant about that coming out this year. But... yeah.
Star Fox will come out before Zelda, so...
Yeah. As long as that still happens, then there's nothing to worry about.
So maybe Zelda needs to be more needs more time. So let's push Star back even further or something. I don't know.
I think it's a good thing because this was apparently just getting really lukewarm reaction from everyone that got their hands on it, and Nintendo isn't. I think especially with how the Wii U is doing, they don't want to put out something that's kind of lukewarm. So, I think they're going to work on the controls and work on this and just have it where the public kind of wanted it to be before it comes out. I think that makes sense. I know we're losing sleep. I know Tony's losing sleep over his Wii U, Mario Maker, and Star Fox over there, but you got to be strong for us.
I really just want to play Ross's levels, man. They're my kind of levels.
Oh my god. Those fucking Game Grumps episodes. Ross of the Game Grumps is making Mario Maker levels. You should go play them, and then cry. No, you probably shouldn't. Speaking of delays,
I mean, you can also laugh at it.
Yeah, I mean, the one with the Bowsers, the Bowser that just falls into a pit in front of you, like right off the bat, and then you have to fight him in the pit. That's cool.
That sounds funny.
It's pretty funny. And if you're good, you can jump over him, but you have to be excellent. Speaking of delays, Persona 5 was delayed.
Take that.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Surprising everyone, or no one. It was pushed to.
Please, people were surprised.
Some people were really surprised. It was pushed to summer 2016, which seems fine. They were on record saying that they did want to kind of maybe not release worldwide, but at least release in America and Europe around the same time. So I think that's why it's a kind of like a 6-month delay instead of like a 3-month delay. I feel like they're trying to make sure that that can happen, just judging off of what their PR was saying, or maybe it just needs a lot more time in the oven. I put up a post about it. I wrote about it. I was like, man, listen, delaying Persona 5 could never be a bad thing, except that we can't play it right now. That game's going to be great. They also put out a fucking dope new trailer. Did you watch it, Tony?
I haven't seen it yet.
You should watch it. It's pretty good. You watch it, Namshin, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's good. Morgana. I like the cat. I'm down with the cat. It seems really different. Whatever. Persona 5 is still coming. We're still going to keep talking about it until it comes out, and then we will talk about it more. And at some point, we'll stop, and then we'll have a fight about whether or not it should be Game of the Year, I'm sure. But yeah. Crowded fall this year, so.
Probably the bigger question, or not really the bigger question, because it happens so many times that like I'm surprised people are still like surprised that it happens. Mm-hmm. That like a week ago was like, hey guys, it's still coming 2015, and you know you could be expecting for it. That's what everybody says, like on the Atlas website, and then like the next week later, oh sorry, we got delayed for like 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, like Batman was the exact same thing. Like that was like almost like a month before it was about to come out or something. And it's like, nah, fuck it, we're still delay it for a whole entire year.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it is funny. It is weird that happens.
I'm just saying like more of like this happened too many times that like you shouldn't have had your best, especially on a blank slate of like 2015. That was like. Like
it wasn't even fall 2015.
I know, right?
2015. It was like, I mean, clearly, like they haven't even updated the U.S. website yet. I don't think to say 2016. So like, they seem way more focused on actually making that game than they do about like keeping people up to date on when it might be coming out, which I guess is fine. It's just a lot of people. Persona has taken a turn over the course of the last 5 years, where it's become very, very, very popular. So, like, a lot of people care about when that game is coming out.
Yep.
Which is great.
On the website, Persona 5 coming 2015.
Yep.
Oh my god. That's funny.
Yeah, so. So maybe don't take that as fucking gospel. Like, just keep that in mind for future reference. We were right, also.
Yeah. Like, there was no way it was going to come out. Like I said, they were like fucking collector's edition whores that Atlas and Greg Miller, and like I've seen this a million times. So like, why would you?
Going well.
It keeps it keeps muting you. It's muted Scott right now. Also, I don't know what's
because I'm typing.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the site.
Yeah, fuck that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Fuck that.
No, you're right. This has happened many times before. Maybe people will learn from this. I'm sure there will be a new wave of people that have learned nothing. So, regardless,
Fallout 4 2015.
Fallout 4 2015. That's a real fucking video game coming out this year. Yeah.
Like in comparison, I could almost understand someone saying like, "Oh, Fallout 4 just came out of nowhere and said like." Yeah. Oh, it's coming out this year, so like, why can't Persona 5? And that's because it's a Japanese game. It's Japanese. Yeah, like they did do a whole lot of press before a game actually comes out, so there's the difference there.
And like, very few franchises have the clout that Fallout does at this point, or any Bethesda game. Like Bethesda Softworks could announce fucking Elder Scrolls is coming out next week, and it would sell 10 million copies still because they can do that. But like Atlas can't do that with Persona. let's say like it's a big franchise now, but it's still not that big. That's
Speaking
it.
Of games that come out in like forever, The Witness is coming in July.
Oh yeah, Witness is coming in January 26th.
That was
finally
3 years ago.
Yeah, remember that when that was at the fucking PlayStation 4 announcement event, February 2013. They're like, this is coming out with the game, with the console, and it's like, no, it's not. So, yeah, Witness is coming out. I'm excited about that game. That's all I got outside of the Sony TGS stuff. Is there anything I missed, Namishin?
Out of the Sony TGS?
Or no, out of news in general outside of the Sony TGS.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it, I would say.
Okay. So Sony had a bunch of announcements, so let's talk about the most important one first. Let's talk about, Scott, Kingdom Hearts 2.8 HD Final Chapter Prologue.
You chose the right most important one.
You thought I was going to say Danganronpa 3?
You do not have.
We'll get there. Kingdom Hearts Roman numeral 2.8 HD Final Chapter Prologue.
I mean, I thought originally that if it was like a re-release of the other games,
Yeah.
maybe I don't think they'd put the number so close to 3.
Yeah. But like, so I saw some people like being like, "Man, this is stupid. Where's my re-release of 1.5 and 2.5 on PS4, Xbox One?" I'm like, that could still happen. Like, that could be 2.9. 2.9 could still be a thing that happens, and it's that.
It could be 2.6, 2.7, or 2.55. You don't even know.
There are no rules with video game titles anymore. Man, that's a dumb title. It's great. I as a Kingdom Hearts fan, that's how you know I've gone over the edge to where, like, my opinion shouldn't matter anymore. I think this is a great, stupid name. And so many people were just pissed. They were just, like, legitimately full of fury about this name. I think it's hilarious. So this is PS4 only. It's worth noting. So PS4 only, and the reason for that is that one of the 3 parts of this, as all of these HD collections have had 3 parts of it. One of them is actually an entirely new thing, which is our long-lost Birth by Sleep Volume 2. Come back, reimagined as, what's it, Birth by Sleep 0.2, a fragmentary passage? Is that right, Namishin?
Yes. Nailed it.
I wasn't sure. We got a lot of names in here. So
I would say the one thing I don't understand is why this is not coming to Xbox One.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Because it's at the point now, because if you're going to do that, it's like, then what's the point even putting on Xbox One then? Because, like, you're just, like, fucking, like, something. Because you're, like, you're bothering putting 3, you're bothering putting 3 on the Xbox One, you might as well put the rest of the shit on there. Like, I don't get that.
Maybe it's PS4 first because they want to get it done and out of the way, and PS4 is dominant in Japan.
Well,
Barely.
but like, yeah, barely. Like their current gen consoles aren't even doing that well in Japan. I don't know. Like maybe it's less expensive to develop for one console and not have to port it into another, and they know it'll sell better on PS4.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I feel like somebody had like a calculator and an abacus and crunched those numbers and was like, no, we should just put this out on this and then put the big one out on both consoles, just to save money. Because God knows they're hemorrhaging money from pretty much all sides with Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. So
it's funny that Kingdom Hearts is still doing the whole, like, console thing. The whole, like, you have to buy a console just to play this game type of thing, pretty much. Which I've done, like 3 times, I think. I did it with Game Boy Advance. I had my PS3 in way in advance.
Okay.
I did it with my Game Boy Advance. I did it with the DS because of
oh yeah, and the 3DS thing.
Yeah, because that was launched with when they talked about the 3DS. DS. I did it with
Funny,
3DS. And funny enough, I even did it with my iPhone because I was like, "Oh, they're eventually gonna bring coders into the iPhone, so I'll just buy that version." And no, they never
here
did
we
that.
are. Well, so that's all new, which is cool. I'll say out of this Kingdom Hearts 2.0 HD Final Chapter Prologue.
What is the old
cool.
stuff from the King?
So it's the full game that comes with it is Dream Drop Distance HD, which whatever.
By Julius in HD.
I'm pretty excited to play that on a controller. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you gonna be Julius this time?
I'm fucking better at this point. I got no excuse.
He's not that bad.
He's not that bad. I mean,
Okay, so I gotta talk about it later.
yeah, you'll get to it later. Don't worry.
You'll have your moment.
So, and then the movie part of this is, I don't remember the specific name. It's
Kingdom Hearts Key Unchained.
It's Key Unchained. Is there like a second subtitle to that?
I don't think so. Maybe.
So it's a movie.
Oh, it's so funny that like all the other outlets don't know what the fuck Key means. So, because obviously, why would the fuck would you? So it's like Kingdom Hearts X,
why
Kingdom
would
Hearts
you
Cross.
do anything? God, this game is so stupid. It's great. Even like Tim Geddes, who's a big Kingdom Hearts fan, doesn't know what the fuck's happening. It's great. So like it's the. Luckily, you don't have to play Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. That's good. That's good news for me. But you get to find out what happens. Hopefully, you don't have to watch 3.5 hours of that. We can only hope, though. I'm sure you will. Dream Drop Distance, which is a good game. It's not amazing, but it's good. And something new. And it's the you play as Aqua in this Birth by Sleep Volume 0.2. It's, I guess, connective tissue. It's a prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. So apparently that's a thing now, which is making prologues to games. And yeah, it's in with the Kingdom Hearts 3 engine, so it looks fantastic. Although we only got one still of it, pretty much, in the trailer.
That is kind of a wicked thing, though. Like, honestly, I
cool.
honestly forgot. They thought they just forgot about that shit. I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll never see what happens with this or something like that.
We
but
never
dang.
forgot. No, but shit. It's great because like I did the 100% completion of Birth by Sleep on the HD collection, and I saw that fucking trailer for Volume 2. I'm like, why would they leave this in here? It's gonna happen. It's finally happening. So crazy people like me and you and Scott can finally get something out of this. But yeah, so there you go. There's your Kingdom Hearts.
But how sad would it be if they took it out?
Just like took it out like the week before it came out. They're like, oh, by the way, we took out that prologue thing. We made it a movie.
No.
Oh, like out of the HD 2.5, they took out that thing. Well, then at least we would have known, like, oh, they're probably just not doing this anymore.
Yeah, but how sad would that be?
It'd be sad. But they're doing it. It's happening. It's real. It's coming to PlayStation 4.
Yep.
That's
the sad part for me.
I think this is definitely giving me the vibes that you will be playing as Aqua at some point in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I think most of us thought, but, you know, just put it out there. So, that's cool. I'm excited. The three of us are excited. Scott predicted it. So Scott once again throws away some useless bullshit guess and nails it on the head.
Pretty good at that.
And like
Xbox,
it was a funny thing because I didn't know what was happening because I woke up for I woke up for work and I got a text from Nabish who's like, of course Scott just says some stupid shit and it ends up being true. I'm like, well, what's going on? And then I watched the trailer and I didn't cry this time.
Liar.
I didn't. I think. Try Skeeth, who's watching us live on YouTube, youtube.com/irrationalpassions. He left a comment saying, there used to be standards in video game names. Teams would focus hard on the best name for their title. Now it's like they're throwing darts on a board with random shit on it. They could need a pizza delivery boy and his picture will show up as the title. Which I thought was funny. Yeah, no, this is a terrible name. But like it's so good. It's like I feel like they're just trying to push it. Like, I wish Kingdom Hearts 3 had a subtitle so it could be the dumbest fucking thing you ever.
So do you think 2.9 is actually a thing?
Oh,
or is
yeah.
it like, why would it go straight to 3 and say, why didn't they make that 2.9 then? It's like, that would be like the most ultimate thing.
It's like, there's so much wrong with this. Like, why did you, of the 5 numbers between 2.5 and 3. Why did you choose 8? Why the fuck did you choose 8? Why not 2.75? All right, that kind of makes sense. 2.9. Oh, it's just before. Why the fuck did you choose 8? It doesn't make any sense, and it's great. It's
Hey, when the PS6 comes out.
yeah. When the PS6 comes out, then we'll get 2.9.
No. We'll get 3.14.
3.14
Over 2 days.
over 2 days. That's it. Finally, we found it. Jesus Christ, man! And like people wonder, like why Kingdom Hearts is the most difficult. It is entering Metal Gear Solid lengths of like impossible to enter. Good
Yeah.
job.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so which of the HD collections do I need to get? Well, you can get 1.5 and 2.5. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, and you
What's
should
that?
probably get 2.8 as well. 2.8? And who wouldn't run for the fucking hills after hearing the word 2.8 HD final chapter prologue? Like, are you kidding me? Anyway, that's your Kingdom Hearts Minute for the week. We've had a lot of those recently, which I like.
We're about to have another one.
Yeah. In other Sony news, Danganronpa 3 was announced, finally.
Yeah.
And it's coming to PlayStation 4, as well as PlayStation Vita. Which I'm stoked about. I know some people were like, man, I wish it was just coming to Vita and supported. I'm like, whatever, man. It's gonna sell great on PS4. And that can only be a good thing for that series. And that's coming out-
TV.
Ooh, my Vita. Yeah, fuck, man, people. That's coming out next year, right?
Yeah.
2016.
Yes.
Cool.
2020 release date.
2020 release date.
I'm really curious how like that continues on. I mean, I didn't finish Ultimate Despair Girls, obviously, but like he even like the creator himself, he said like I kind of written myself into a corner, so I had to like actually think about how I would do a Danganronpa 3. So now he making Danganronpa 3, so I'm very curious how he got out of that corner.
He is like, with the amount of creativity that kind of comes out of that series, it's like Persona. It's one of those things where I have faith that he'll do something that we expect and then turn that on its head. And that's exciting. I think Danganronpa 3 may be a good place to end it. But like, regardless, I'm just excited to be able to go back to that world. And there's plenty of Monokuma in that trailer. And a bunch of other Monokumas, I guess. And Monomi. So, man.
Korokuma and Shirakuma.
There you go.
White and black.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's going to look great on PS4. You know, like, whatever. It's not going to optimize, use that hardware to the best of its capabilities. But, like, that's, you know, it's going to sell really well there. And that's what I'm going to be happy about. And I just want to sit on my couch and play it anyway. And I would expect it'll be fully voiced as well. The Bloodborne expansion was officially unveiled. What's it? The Old Hunters, I believe is what it's called. That's actually coming out in November. Old Hunters is what it's called. And that is coming out November, like 20-something? I'm looking it up right now, just to make sure I have it right. 24th. And that'll be $20. Adds a bunch of new weapons, new area, new bosses. So, one of the weapons is a bow that you can shoot infinite arrows of, and then turn into a sword. So I'm pretty excited. And when I was like watching the trailer for that, I'm like, oh yeah, I could totally play like new Bloodborne stuff. So that was cool.
But will you have the time to do that?
Will I have the time? God knows, because fucking Fallout. But why would you bring that up?
You will be getting.
This guy,
The mute is strong.
the mute is strong with you two.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be in the audio. Nabashin Rejoice. Gravity Days 2 was reconfirmed, I guess. Since it did go kind of media blackout for a little while there. It's coming to PS4 next year.
Will not
Yeah.
be though.
No.
Okay.
And Gravity Rush 1 is coming to PS4 early next year in the US and Japan. So that's cool.
Yeah, I was legit excited for that. So.
Yeah. I was like, man, that's I was not expecting that because I totally forgot about it, like I guess everyone else. And like I watched that trailer, I'm like, this looks fucking amazing. So yeah, that's really cool. Looks like they took their time with it. That's good. And yeah, I'm excited because I still haven't played the first one, and now I can't because my fucking Vita right stick is broken. So like, here, if someone mentions a Vita TV, I'm gonna go ballistic. Also,
It's $20, man.
so cheap. So now I'll be able to play Gravity Rush 1 in glorious HD on my PlayStation
Like
4.
Alex, otherwise I wouldn't recommend one to somebody. But I mean, I still won't just go steal Tony's.
Yeah, there you go. Just take Tony's. He's not using it.
I'm really
Right?
not. It's in the box.
So we should play
There's a box?
Tales of Hearts.
Yeah, it's in the box that it came in.
It's as small as a pack of cards. I guess that's smart though. You would easily lose it if it's like just out and about.
Yeah. Just sit in the boot. Resident Evil Umbrella Corps was announced. Excuse me, Biohazard Umbrella Corps. It's like
So many pissed off people.
it's like a free-to-play online shooter, right?
So many pissed off people. It was the 20th anniversary of Resident Evil. So a lot.
What
of
are
people
they
upset.
doing? Like, I feel like you have to like lose a lot of insight into what made that franchise special to make a third-person free-to-play online shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it doesn't look like a bad game. It doesn't look like something like Operation Raccoon City, at the very least. It looks like there's some quality there, which is good. I mean, I haven't played it, so I don't know for sure. But man, like, remaking 2, and they're doing this. God knows. God knows where Resident Evil is going to be in 5 years. Or Capcom.
You know what? At this rate, nowhere.
Yeah, very true. I feel like if you get the right people involved, you can make a really great Resident Evil reboot. Just get Kojima. He's not doing anything anymore. Man, a fucking Hideo Kojima Resident Evil reboot, I would play the shit out of that game. I'd finally get to make his Silent Hill game. Yakuza 6. I don't know too much about this. I just saw it.
That and the HD remaster of the original game, which is awesome. Well, not even like a HD remaster. It's actually like remaster. There you go, remaster. They're fucking like going from scratch using like Yakuza Violent engine and remaking that game. So that's dope. And like Yakuza 6 is awesome because like they're actually this will be the first one that would be like just on the PS4 and not on the PS3. So there's no straddle gen bullshit with that one. So like it'll be 60 frames on that one and it'll look weird because it's 60 frames, but like it'll still be awesome. So
Yeah, sounds really cool. I knew you were stoked about it.
yeah.
That's it for news. That's all I got. Anything else?
You don't need to hear some rumors?
Sure. Tell me about rumors.
You hear about that Persona rumor?
Oh yeah. Okay, so if you watch the Persona 5 trailer, which I recommend all of you, this is great. This is like great. It's up there with 2.8. At the end of the trailer, so like there are like kind of 2 frames of when the date comes up. It says summer 2015. And the first like few like for like a full second, some of the letters are blurry and some of them are in focus. So, what does it spell out? It spells like you, me, P3, P4, right?
Something like that.
So people are like, they're remastering Persona 3 and Persona 4 for PlayStation 4, I guess. And it's like, I watched the trailer and it is weirdly specific. I don't know why it's like that. It could be something. But, God, I don't know. It's just like letters. Some of these letters are blurry. And it's like the P4 in the PS4 logo and the P and 3 in the PS3 logo are the ones like sticking out. It's like, what does this mean?
Maybe
So-
they're making a Persona about game consoles.
Yeah, they're making a Persona about your P4 and your P3.
But instead of personifying them, they're just the consoles sitting there.
They're just consoles. They don't have any spirits in them. Also, there's going to be a Persona 5 anime. They announced that last night at the Atlas Stage show, which I was just awake to see. which is like, cool. I'm not surprised. I bet those animes, them animus, do really well because they've made a whole bunch of them. So,
Define a whole bunch.
I mean, they made what 2 full anime series for Persona 4, and 3 movies, and they're working on a 4th for Persona 3. So, that's a lot in the past like 4 years alone.
I think the only way that will work, though, honestly, or at least how I feel it'll work the best, at least, would be if it's before or after the game. Like basically, not the game at all.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool if they did like an anime prologue and an anime epilogue.
Yeah, because like that's the main reason why Persona 4 didn't the anime didn't really work with me. I still haven't even finished, even though I haven't. It's just like this like decision making and like how invested I was in that world and the people I would talk to and stuff like that, and just like, oh, you should be more forward with this and stuff like that. So you should tell Shu to go fuck himself.
Yeah, you should tell Shu to get a fucking life. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it could be good. It's weird that this is, I guess, like the first case where they're announcing it before the game comes out. Even so, you know what they need to make an anime of though? Catherine. That'd be awesome. That would lend itself really well to being an anime too.
That series almost feels like it got not really forgotten, but like
I think about Catherine
almost like
every time I see Persona 5 in motion.
Well,
sure,
here's the thing about Catherine. It was a one-off.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
very much.
it was definitely a
It's
one-hit
also-
wonder. Yes.
Yes, and it's also a never again kind of thing. It looks like it. So
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. I'm just saying, like, man, it's like the way they bring up like some other stuff is like a little bit of acknowledgement of it, kind of nice too. But, that's
Yeah,
just me.
I mean, it is odd. Like, it's different. I think just because there's so much reverence for the Persona series. Like, during that stage show that they were doing this morning / last night, they brought up Persona 1 and 2 and the 2 versions of Persona 2 and the 2 versions of 4 and 3. So there's a lot of history there. Catherine, it was very much like let's do this one thing and have fun with it, and then like people love it or hate it, and it was received fine, I think. So that's something that will always stick with us, I think, though, because
We're weird.
especially like I have a feeling when we go into Persona 5, like we're gonna see Catherine's influence. It's like, if you watch that Persona 5 trailer, like there's platforming and stuff in Persona 5, like you're exploring the worlds a lot more in a more interesting fashion, and some of that stuff feels very reminiscent of the platforming in Catherine. So
people hear Edge every 5 seconds.
yeah, fucking Edge. God, I miss that game. Namashin, we should get those co-op trophies while you're here for Extra Life.
That would mean you would get it, right?
Yeah, both you and us, you and I.
So we have to do it 2 times.
Can't you log into your account? No, you couldn't. Yeah, we could do it 2 times.
3 man.
Sure. Let's just do it twice then.
Okay.
No.
No, I had an epiphany like a few days ago. It was like
Okay.
just like cause you and me, like, we don't mind going back to old games. We don't mind going to old systems and playing old stuff with old controllers and stuff like that. But like going back to the PS3, that's something just. That's like the hardest thing. That's the hardest thing to
It
do.
is. It is like the interface is so bad. Like it's not even that. Like I hate how
so much, and then like you go to this generation and go back one. It's like, oh my god, like how can I do anything on this system?
it's not even that. Like the cross media bar looks ugly. I don't think it looks great, but it's just so slow. Like nothing happens at a reasonable pace at all on that system.
And with the Xbox 360, that interface is pretty much the same as Xbox One, but it just takes like a minute to load, literally a minute to load for that system to even load up. That makes no fucking sense to me, though.
It's crazy.
Man, it's I feel like compared to older generation, because they had to worry about online and all the other bullshit and installs and everything. Like looking back at like the first generation consoles that did that, it's like, man, it's
It's a miracle this shit got off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, they've learned a lot. You know, we couldn't be where we are without the goddamn PS3 interface. That's it for news. That's all I got. That's all I brought to the table. It's a whole bunch of news, though. Sorry that we talked about Kingdom Hearts again, Tony. I know.
It's okay. Kingdom Hearts is it's a game that happens.
It's a game that happens.
Well, sometimes it happens.
You should gamer die that game so you could understand.
Yeah. We could let's play Kingdom Hearts 1, Tony.
Nope.
No, just get him where you are at the very end because that's where he fucking left off, and then he can continue on to the other games. That's all.
Yeah, you can beat the final boss.
I'm sure the final boss is probably a pushover at this point now that I actually like play games.
Yeah. Now, do you even game, bro?
Depends what difficulty you put it on.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Probably easy.
I can't imagine you ever playing on easy mode, Tony. I feel like your ego wouldn't let you.
I don't know. I don't remember how old I was when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 1, but I think it was before I had one of those.
Came out in 2002, so you were 9 when that happened. Oh.
I don't think 10-year-old me was that full of himself.
We can only hope. All right, that's it. We could take a break now, or we could start off with some games. Break?
Break.
All right. Let's
Break.
break. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about video games, because that's what we do here. So we'll be back in just a little bit.
Choo choo choo.
I'll be right back.
What is that?
What is what? That noise?
No,
That was probably somebody's phone. Probably his phone. That is correct. This would be a fantastic time to check on that assignment.
God, this sucks.
I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Is everybody back?
Yeah.
Machine keeps making
I'll be
noises.
typing a bit though, so I'll be like not talking for a little bit.
Intermittently not intermittently muting yourself.
Yep.
I need to send this review I wrote to my editor. I'll do it after we finish the show. Excuse me. Now, you back? I'll take that. Take that as a no. I'm gonna drink this beer.
Oh, fuck me.
No, thank you, Tony, but I appreciate the offer.
Not you.
I don't think you should talk to Scott like that while I'm in the room. The digital room.
Not for Scott either.
Ooh, sounds kinky. You're talking
I want
about
to play
my-
Metal Gear.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Too bad I don't own it. Oh well.
Oh, well. You might be able to borrow it from me at some point.
Maybe.
Um,
He's too busy like flirting with Quiet. I get it.
I'm kind of like after Snobishin here.
I keep hearing like this weird noise coming from Oxygen's microphone, but I don't think he's here.
After finishing it, I might need to fucking give
Stop.
myself some distance from that game.
Gotcha.
It sent me through a rabbit hole of emotions. That's for sure. Hashtag Bone Zone, right, Gus?
Yeah.
Gus is just sitting there judging me, and I don't even know what he wants. You look deep within my eyes. What do you see, Gus? You
A
see
dead man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, by the way, I submitted like 3 applications to your store.
Okay, I'll let them know.
So, yeah. I don't know if I should like go in and like speak with someone, be like,
No.
"Yo, this
It might
is
take
who
a
I
while.
am."
Like I said,
Right. Yeah.
So
This
I'll
is
let
who I
them know.
am. Identify me. You know.
Identify.
Testify. Oh my god. Something's happening.
What?
I don't know. We said the same thing.
What did you say? Testify.
Did.
Oh, that's adorable. I'm going through Instagram right now and just jerking off violently. It's not true. It was a joke.
I wouldn't have judged you anyway.
Yeah, but somebody out there might have.
Oh my god. This is literally the worst.
What?
Consistently over and over the worst.
What is the worst? Is it
Just everything right now.
Is it just you're just like 0-7 in Hearthstone today, and it's just
That couldn't be more accurate.
I'm sorry. Maybe try a different deck.
I
don't know.
have. I lost 7 games in a row with Patron Scott.
What?
Yeah, that's the I'm playing the best deck in the game, Alex, and I lost 7 games in a row.
That's rough. I
Shit.
mean, you are in a very high tier now. I mean, you're playing against other really good players.
I was at like rank 8 or something. Now I'm at rank 12.
Okay.
Hey, that's 5 ranks above me.
Scott, you really need to like build a real deck. Become a real boy.
Yeah, put on your Pinocchio nose.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Next year.
Next year. I love it.
I mean,
Sorry.
Barstone's
Sorry,
fucking on
mother.
anyway, so, you know, whatever.
Heaven forbid I fucking hold up this show, so don't worry about it, man. Alright, let's get right back into it. And welcome back.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You
Let's talk
welcome
about
back.
video games. Don't
No.
dare.
Go to the mill sack.
Let's go to the mail sack. Do you want to?
I'm kidding.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Get it over with.
We have to. Whoa! Emails.
Emails.
Wait, are we doing this now?
Mailsack at irrationalpod.com is the email address. You can send your emails to that email address. Like Justin did. Thank you.
Man, he
Beautiful.
knows.
I should
Fucking
sample
knows.
that and make that our mailsack ringtone. And make it's special because it's Nobishin. Tony, how about you read Justin's email as I cue up this music?
Sure. 1 second. Ooh, got all quiet.
Oh, well, I'll boost it up. Make it nice and audible.
Audible.
Brought to you by Audible.com. No, not anymore. Tony?
Hey, what is up, Irrational Passionistas? I got a couple of super important questions for you. First question, is Kingdom Hearts 2.8, aka Aqua, out yet?
Nope.
No. Next
Second
year.
question, is Persona 5 out yet?
Nope.
AKA, I think Anne is waifu material.
I agree, but no. God
Third
damn it,
question.
wait.
Is Danganronpa 3 out yet? AKA
Nope.
Return of the Junko, please.
Stop it.
I know they are some hard-hitting questions, but I believe you can answer them with a confident yes. Wait till next time, cough next week, cough. You're only in Best King Justin.
Nope.
No.
Alright, that was useless. Moving on. Shittiest email we've ever received.
Jesus Christ, Jeff. Hey, Justin, this is...
The Chinese spam emails are better than that.
Oh, yeah. We do get a lot of Chinese spam emails. This is the tweet I get from Justin at 5:46 today. When are you recording? I want to send an email. I said, we're starting at 7:20. He said, I'll get it out by the end of the show. I'm out with my family. And I said, ugh, to him. And he said, ugh, to you two. So fuck you, Justin. This
Yeah.
isn't some forum for you to fucking...
Kind of is.
Wait, who is best girl?
We can't actually read the Chinese spam emails, so I mean, we gotta just deal with it.
We should Google Translate some of them sometime. You should read them on the show. They're so weird. I'll stop marking them as spam so we continue to get them. If you're a Chinese business trying to send us spam emails, please stop. Well, that's it for emails. Let's take a listen to this voicemail we have. Hopefully Silver PR will bring something to the table. But we'll find out.
Is Justin coming on next week?
No. He's not coming next week. I got my work schedule and he's not, so I have to let him know that, though. He doesn't know that yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was playing on it.
I know.
Gosh, I don't know what to talk about. I mean, I didn't play that much of the games this week.
It's okay, Silver
A little
PR. We
bit of
still
that
just love your
Foul Play
voice.
game that it was on the PlayStation Heroes promotion, just one level. It's okay. It's a basic brawler. Kind of like it.
Snoop Dogg.
It was worth it.
Snoop!
Rocket League, I'm getting pissed off with the game somehow. I don't know what they changed when they put the season on. It's just pissing me off, but
I'm
I'll
sorry.
get over it. I'll
right you will.
get back to the pace of that game. You know, the new announcement, Street Fighter V carrying, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
She looks awesome.
She looks awesome.
What? We have to be under
roster of
Silver PR's
characters that's
acknowledgement
coming
for
up.
it in there.
It's pretty much
Sorry.
looking like a Street Fighter Alpha versus Street Fighter Originals, kind of a mashup. She's got the Street Fighter V
Laugh
Alpha.
is great.
I'm
So
babbling
good.
bullshit. I don't know what even to talk about this week. Sorry, guys.
What the
I
fuck
like
did you
you.
call us? No, I'm
Anyway,
just kidding. I love you so much.
one question. The other day, you know, we know we love and hate people on the internet. What? The internet does that. Anyway,
Gasp.
you know, there's some celebrities in the past that I do hate, that I still hate, that I don't watch them, I don't listen to them, I
Like
don't
Mel Gibson.
look what they write and whatnot.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
One
throw
of those
that
guys
much
in
shade.
the past was Jim Sterling. I hated when he was on Destroy Toy.
Mhm.
And I couldn't even stand his podcast somehow. But, you know, throughout the years and after he left Patoy, and he does his own thing and his own videos and his own opinions about stuff. And I'm kind of like, you know what? He's not that bad at all.
Yeah,
So
I was kind of the same
the
way.
guy grew on me throughout the years, and I kind of find him awesome. And then somehow he just thinks almost sometimes the way that I think. Not all the time, but you know. And I don't know. So I'll leave you guys with a question. You know, not to throw third or stuff like that, but what person grew on you? I mean, that you didn't like, not hate, but you didn't like or you don't, you were not interested in his stuff, and then all of a sudden throughout the time, time passes on, you grew on the guy and you started liking that, opinionator, reviewer, or whatever, or YouTuber. So, yeah, that's pretty much about me, guys. Sorry, no content. My girlfriend's birthday is today, so
Happy
I have
birthday!
my head in some other things right now.
That's good. You're a good
Anyway,
boyfriend.
have a fun one. Have a happy Saturday. So we are signing out.
Oh, I love you, Silverbear. That's a good question. I feel like we all have an answer for this. Probably not Scott, because he doesn't give a
Do
shit
we?
what anybody thinks.
I can't really think of anything.
I guess Jim Sterling would kind of be one for me. I used to not really care for how he presented himself, but it really grows on you quickly. I guess I would say Rooster Teeth for me. That's the big one. I used to not like them at all. I'm still not like a huge fan, but like they have branches of their family, like Funhouse, for example, that I actually really, really like.
Funhouse is the only thing I pay attention to. I don't even look at the rest of Rooster Teeth.
I see some of their other stuff, and they've got some pretty good stuff, good ideas out there, and they have a lot of fun with their ideas. But yeah, Funhouse is fantastic. I think all of those guys are fucking awesome. So,
Maybe like the closest one I can think of is just Jack DeVries in general. And the reason
like
I
Jack DeVries?
No, the reason I say that is because like a long time ago, like he made an article about like why Kingdom Hearts sucks, and then like I put that one of those tweets out like, oh, this is like clickbait or some bullshit like that. And then like eventually I heard about the comedy button, and then I actually followed his work. I'm like, oh, Jack DeVries is awesome. So,
He's actually a really good writer too.
yeah, and that's when I got to the point where like someone's opinion is an opinion, and like at first you don't understand that on the internet, and then like then I get that.
Then you start screaming your opinion, and then somebody tells you that's wrong. And you're like, well, that's not possible. Yeah, we all go through that. I'll also say GameSpot. Never used to watch GameSpot, but thanks to the Kind of Funny folks, I'm on there almost every day now. So, big ups to them. Tony, what about you?
Bomb.
Giant Bizzle. I always love Giant Bomb. Tony,
Yes.
is there any person, not necessarily video games, just any person, kind of like you didn't like them and then they grew on you?
Alex O'Neil.
I was gonna say don't say Alex O'Neil.
No, not Alex.
Yeah, that got worse.
Fucking Greg.
I love Greg
Greg's awesome.
in a very hateful way.
That is 100% true though.
Yeah, but like he's the same with me. Like him and I have the same dynamic to one another, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, like you fucking hate his guts when you first know him, but
Yeah.
then when you get to know him, it's like, well, I still hate your guts, but I still like you.
But like I love you because you're just like a person who loves life, and that's
Yeah.
intoxicating. So yes, Greg.
Totally Greg. We
was
did
gonna
not
say-
agree on too many things when I first met him.
Yeah, and now you still don't, but you have a mutual respect for one another.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Total Biscuit was something that you grew on, Tony. I don't know where you stand with him now, but
Oh, I've been like watching. I don't watch him as much anymore because I don't feel like he's as like active in doing like the things that I was interested in consuming anymore.
Cancer will do that to you.
can't
Yeah.
do that.
Well, I feel like he does a good job of not letting that get to him. His illness. But he I was watching him back when all he did was like WoW stuff, and he's changed a lot since then in like what he does, and like he puts out good content, but I don't think I ever disliked Total Biscuit, so yeah,
Mine's Game Grumps.
Yeah,
the Grumps,
the Grumps really grow in your heart and soul.
they do.
Was it
I
more
like-
that you didn't like them, or you just couldn't stand hearing Tony and Scott? I mean, Tony and
Scott?
Yeah, Tony and Alex is fucking constantly just like going.
Well, no.
I don't really
it
talk
wasn't
about it that much
either.
anymore. So
It wasn't even that either. It was, I went ahead and I found them, I don't want to say before Alex and Tony did. I found them maybe. Were you up? Were you guys on board for that for their first like series?
I've been watching Game Grumps for like
long time.
I've been aware of them for over 2 years now.
If their first series, I don't remember when that was.
You mean with
but
John or with Dan?
with John? I'm talking about their first series.
Yeah, I was like casually aware of like the JonTron era. That's when I subscribed.
Yeah, no, that is when I went and I found them. I was like, nah.
The first one, like, because I subscribed because I saw something passively forever ago. And then the first video where I was just like bored one night on YouTube, I was like, what's this? And it was the Game Grumps Amazing Frog video. And it's incredible. That's a life-changing video. That changed my life, actually, because it's a one-off. It's an Ouya game, and it's great.
Ouya.
So that was the first Game Grumps video I ever watched. It's still fucking hilarious to this day, especially if you've never seen it before. And that was like maybe a month after Dan joined, because I had seen some JonTron era stuff before then, but not much, not like a full episode. Watched that, and from that moment, it was really like, it was just one stepping stone after another. Because I still don't really like YouTube Let's Plays.
Yeah, so basically,
Ironically
what
enough.
happened with me is I went and I found him, because he did the Ego Raptor stuff.
Yeah,
Of course. So, and it was when Greg and I still traded stupid videos.
Cool.
And in our case, the dumber the better.
Yeah.
Not so much as crazy, but the dumber the better. And I went ahead and I found like their first starting stuff then. And I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Then they had the animated recaps that other people did. I was like, oh yeah, hey, that's funny. Tried them out again, and I was like, no, still don't like it.
Then you watched Racist Bassist, and your life was changed forever.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that you came around on them to the point where you're
Yeah,
actually
basically,
a fan.
I only like the Game Grumps when they're playing games that I like or would like to play myself.
Yeah, that's how most people watch their stuff. Most people that I know now that watch them, I watch every Game Grumps episode because I'm a crazy person and I'm a super fan. We're crazy. We're both. I'm
Yes.
crazy.
And
The answer is
basically, they didn't start doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, like a long, long time.
They're playing A Link Between Worlds now,
Nice.
which Danny's very excited to play because he loves classic Zelda. I'm just waiting for, because like the final Game Grumps series, when they like quit and hang up the hat and call it quits, has got to be Skyward Sword, and I'm just waiting for that day to happen, anxiously.
Why did they say that?
No, because
I mean, I
they
know
said
they don't like it.
because Aaron hates Skyward Sword.
Yep.
For completely justified reasons, I think. But Danny really wants to play it and make Aaron suffer through watching him play it. And I'm like, well, that'll be it. That'll be the end of it. That'll be the end of Game Grumps. And Starbomb 3 is coming out next year, and yeah, they put out a lot of great stuff. So, cool. That's a good answer, Scott. So you did have one.
I did.
All right, that's it for emails. You can, once again, leave us a voicemail like Silver PR did, 404-590-1337, excuse me. And the email address is mailsack@irrationalpassion.com. Okay. Now, let's talk about video games.
Everyone's been done by now.
Everyone's done, yeah. Say the best to last, and they're all done. They're all fucking out. All right. Who wants to go first? Scott?
Not me.
Okay. Damn it. I was getting excited. I was like, fuck, Kingdom Hearts. All right, Tony. How about you?
All right. Fine.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Let's do it, Scott. What's up?
All right.
Tell me about Kingdom Hearts. Fuck every other game you've been playing.
All right. Fuck every other game I've been playing.
Yep.
So the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
As it turns out, I can skip the Pride ones.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Is it like the Borderlands? I'm just making fun of how you say lands, Scott. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
There's an S at the end of it.
I know, but you say Pridelands, like you skip the A.
Why would you say that?
Pridelands.
What? No. He doesn't deserve to be there.
Borderlands.
Doesn't deserve it.
Doesn't deserve to be there. Okay, fair enough. So you skip the Pridelands.
Yep.
What happened next?
Well,
Take me on a roller coaster of emotions.
I went and the Halloween Town was like the last one I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I go and I do that. That's pretty easy. And then I'm over in Twilight Town.
Cool.
I run around and I get all the stuff that I wasn't able to get before.
Yeah.
Or Calcum, whatever's.
Or Chowchum pluses.
Yep.
And then you get your Ultima formula to make your Ultima weapon for Swora.
I didn't do that. Forgot where it was. It was like, whatever.
It's in the right near where you wake up at the beginning of the game. And then you go through the little dark hole,
I
little
go
dark
through the
butthole.
hole. I go ahead and I do that nobody fight.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And yeah, Axel appears.
Yeah.
He does his attack thing, and his voice acting prior, not so great. His voice acting while he's dead, pretty good.
Yeah, he gets like
What
a
he's
lot better,
done.
right? There's some weird.
Well, it's. I think the pre was added in because I'm pretty sure that's an extra fight.
I don't think so.
What? What's what?
I don't remember you fighting with Axel the first time.
No, that was there.
I was there.
Yeah.
All right. No, nothing extra there.
No.
Not yet.
All right. Well,
You're so close.
You're
he
so
had a
close,
he
dude.
had a. Well, I already know.
Okay,
I I'm stuck, kind of.
Oh, did you get to Roxas?
Yep, can't do it.
Yeah, it's so fucking hard. It's so hard.
It's 5 times harder than Zelda.
Oh, way harder. It's great. It's so good. Because you're alone, too. It's like, fuck.
Yep.
So
I don't have a Donald backup gear.
Yeah, no safety cure. So you got all the way to Roxas, and that's where you stopped.
I got all the way to Roxas, and I hit him. I tried him up 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can't even imagine how critical mode, man.
I need a second chance. Because once more is when you survive after a combo, or Roxas just hits too hard.
Yeah.
I need the one where if a hit does more than 3 health, I believe it is.
Yeah.
'Cause, numbers are low in that game.
Yeah.
And then you live afterwards.
Yeah.
I need that real bad.
Yeah, it's...
Because
He's
he
tough.
hits me once, that's half. He hits me again, that's the second half.
That's dead, yeah. It's weird, like, thinking about critical because you have, like, the half health bar, so that's, like, a big factor in everything. And you'll get through it. Like, there are tricks
Funny.
tricks to that fight, so...
Not having played it in so long, I can't even tell that my health bar was halved.
Yeah. Remember how you used to, like, come all the way down, just loop to, like, halfway around the screen? You're like, man, why? This looks terrible, but I kind of like it. Yeah, that's a good fight, though. It's so epic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy shit is happening.
Why couldn't I do that when I fought Axel? Which,
Yeah, right?
by the way, is still a crazy fight.
Yeah. I'm so excited that you got there. And after you finish that fight, you get like a few extra scenes that are excellent. They're some of my favorite scenes in that whole game. And they're not even in the original game. And Nabishin is exactly what I'm talking about. Feels to the heart. Cool. So you got to Roxas and stopped. That's a good place to stop. Take a break. Maybe come back to it.
Well, I only threw myself at him like 3 times. It took me like, 10 times to get through Zelda.
Yeah.
Just because I had to figure out exactly how that reaction command worked.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, yeah, I didn't spend too much time on him.
Okay. Fair enough. You'll get through it. I have
Yeah,
faith in you. Is that all?
Yep.
Cool. Then fuck all the other video games, as we discussed earlier. All right, Tony.
Hi.
Tony, have you been playing anything?
No, I literally sat in my room and did nothing all week. Just sat there.
Like, judging by the bonus content shit that you say, like, I don't know, maybe that's what you do.
I literally do nothing with my entire life.
Well,
No.
well, here it's you sit there and it's like, play video games. Say fuck you to Alex. Not play video games.
Play video games?
I can
Play
do
video
both
games?
of those things.
Say
Sure.
fuck you to Alex and not play
Double
video
fist
games.
Yeah, double fist meme. Double finger meme. I got middle finger emojis, man. Let me tell you about them. Not really. Okay, you played Hearthstone. We talked about it during the break. You were like 0-7.
Yeah, right now. Well, now I'm like 2-9.
See?
Great.
I told you it would turn around.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you won 2 games in a row. Maybe.
Eh,
Eh.
you know, it's these days happen. It's variance is always a thing, and sometimes you're just not lucky.
Listen, dude. They call it the luck of the draw for a reason.
Yeah, it's true.
Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. And you'll be alright. You'll bounce back. I have faith in you. This
Yeah.
isn't helping, is it?
I mean, okay, so this week I played Diablo and I played Hearthstone. Nothing has changed.
Nothing in the world changed. You told me that you
I also
really-
played some Sims.
Oh.
I
Sims
was
4?
bored. Yeah.
The new Sims. Or
Yeah.
the new Sims, if you
Sure.
prefer. Okay. Did you make all of us in the Sims?
Nope. Should I?
And then kill us?
I can.
I mean, you could. You could do a lot of
Possible,
things.
for sure.
Yes. There.
Yeah.
Definitive answer.
All right.
All right, man. You told me that you have a keen interest in playing through Metal Gear.
Yes, I would like to do that at some point.
Do you think you'd be okay not playing the others? Or you just want to jump right in?
I've
I think
already-
you'd be fine.
I've watched Metal Gear Scanlan, so
Yeah, you'd be fine. Like,
yeah.
of all the Metal Gear games, you really don't need much context for this one. It helps, but you can still get a lot out of the experience.
Right.
All right. That's it. That's
That's
Tony.
it. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about Hearthstone, but I mean,
Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about this losing streak that you're on?
Patron Warrior is hard.
Yeah. Is he hitting you in
At
the
least,
face?
like, because I'm playing like there are versions of this deck. It's the best deck in the game, right? Like objectively, it has the highest chance of winning against every other class.
Mhm.
So, it's just really, really hard to play. And I'm playing the version that like Hearthstone pros play, so it's like even more technical.
MLG
so-
Pro.
Of course.
Just stream it, and then that way you can get some fearless feedback from your viewers.
Fearless feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about fearless feedback. Well, they're not afraid because they're just some anonymous name in a chat. So, keep with it, Tony. Don't quit. I know you're not going to, so I just figured I'd say it to you. How's Diablo going? Still just grinding out levels?
Yeah, I'm grinding. I'm like Paragon level 600 now.
Sweet. What's the highest one? Just forever.
Forever.
Okay. Who has the highest Paragon level? I feel like that's a good question.
I don't know. Season is different, and I'm sure there are people that are like 1.2 or something.
All right. Who has the highest Paragon? I'm googling this. Level 1000 in hardcore, apparently, somewhere around there.
Oh, there you go.
Sure. You're almost there, Tony. You're
Yeah.
playing a hardcore character, right? So.
Nope, not this season.
Oh, I thought you were.
Nope,
So
season
I thought
3 I did.
hardcore or bust was Tony's motto.
Well, all my friends were playing not hardcore, so turns out grinding by yourself is not that fun.
Yeah, I bet. Fair enough. Okay.
Scott and I played the Tavern Brawl in Hearthstone.
Oh, sweet.
It's
Did you
fun.
play it like side by side, holding each other's hands?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's cute.
This week they're doing the unstable portal thing again, which is fun. It's every deck is like 5 class spells and then 25 unstable portals. which is a 2-mana mage spell that gives you a random creature and makes it cost 3 less. So everything is like super RNG. It's just you can get like all the legendaries, or you can get like all crap, like all wisps.
What I'm thinking, Tony, is that you need to use Scott's perfect deck that we discussed last week, and that's how you're going to win.
You can't make your own deck though. Oh, what you mean? It's like in ranked?
Yeah. You should try it, at least just see what happens.
No, it's bad.
I've deleted it since, but I can remake it, I guess.
But yeah, no, that game was great.
Play one game of ranked and see.
I went ahead and I got a Lore Walker Cho, and we just traded unstable portals back and forth.
I'll tell you about my unstable portal. Wink, wink.
Oh.
All right.
And then he had him killed. And then I was sad.
Well, I'm sorry, Scott. All right. That's enough Hearthstone talk.
Okay.
Get back to the grind, Tony. You'll make it back. Next week, I
Going
expect
for
you to be
legend.
ranked 1.
Well,
In the world.
rank 1 is not even in the world. Though. Rank 1 legend. Okay.
Rank 1 legend. Not really. I would never put those kinds of expectations on you, Tony. I wouldn't want to put too much pressure on you. I know how much my opinion matters to you. So.
It does.
All right, Nobshin. It's you and me. Would you like to go, or would you like me to go?
No.
Okay. I replayed Until Dawn this week.
I
did too.
Yeah, Nobshin did too. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
I love that game.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was like, because I played by myself this time. I did everything. I just played in one sitting because I had a day off. I was like, fuck it, man. I'll just play the whole game.
I was close to doing that, and then I went to sleep, and then when I wanted to do it again, like I fucked up my save. So like the one thing I was trying to do was seeing like how Mac and Emily could be like seeing how Emily cannot be quite a bitch if you like you try to like agree with her even though you know she's totally wrong type of thing.
Yeah, I did that.
I was trying to do that, and then like I fucked up at the end, and it's like, oh, well, damn it.
It was a very interesting playthrough just because I was doing all the clues. I was using a guide to find all the clues because I just want to get that done with. I didn't find all of them. I missed one of each, so I got no trophies, which is great. But everybody lived.
All the trophies. Well, I'm close to it at least.
Okay. Everybody lived, which was cool. It was really interesting to see that. And Jess, poor Jess, man. I feel like she has the roughest time of the whole game.
Replaying that game made me really, really like Jess.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
She's like actually kind of not that bad a person.
No.
She's like a little bitchy, a little sass. She got a little sass in her, but she was actually just trying to have some fun that weekend, and she had the worst fucking time of it. Yeah, it was cool because like everybody lived, nobody lost any fingers. That was a plus. Nobody got caught by a certain psycho, which was very, very interesting.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, Sam got away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was the other two. I'm like,
No,
what,
no.
Really?
Sam, which was awesome.
That was my
cool.
first playthrough, so yeah.
Yeah, that was I fucked up that last decision. I should have hidden, but yeah, it was just there was a lot more dialogue because I found all the clues, so people were talking about it more, and like everyone seemed to know a little bit more about what was going on, and that's a really rewarding feeling when you're playing that game, because like you find this stuff and it's like, oh, this actually means people are going to have conversations about this. Also, no one was bitten. That was interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a hard one to do. That's a I stumbled upon that. I was very lucky to stumble upon that because I wasn't using any specific guide to help everyone live.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I want to try this. I want to see what happens. And so that person didn't end up getting bitten, and it was cool.
See, like, and that's the thing I need to do again because, like, with one person, like, if well, the thing that will prevent you from getting bitten if the other person has it, and like he tries to save the other person, then like he won't bite the big one. So that's good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how that plays out because that's the ultimate I'm a good boyfriend thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just really cool, and like just experiencing that game again, it cemented my affection for how that game just does what it does. Like, you know, it's pretty linear. Like, things aren't going to be that different. But I saw, like, 2 completely different scenes in that playthrough. And that was enough to really change my opinion about it. Like, or further enhance my opinion of it.
Yeah, like when I was playing through it, it was like especially the first time I noticed it's like, it seems like these 2 characters are like the only ones who have to be at this point, but like everyone else is just an option.
Yeah.
And you know, like I've seen like complete bell states of like where you're going to the sanatorium or whatever, but like you know, like nothing really happens at that point. Like you it's not like a game fail state at that point, but like it's still fun just to get through to the end, just to see how everything turns out.
Yeah. I'm really excited for our Extra Life playthrough. Because I feel like maybe you or I will play Nabashin, but most of them, we're going to have different people playing different characters throughout that whole playthrough. That's my goal. And that's just going to be cool to see.
Who should we be?
I was thinking
everything.
I could be Josh. That'd be fun.
Sure.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
And
I'll be Peter Stormare.
yeah, you'll be Peter Stormare. As long as like I feel like we can't be Sam or Mike because those are the 2 heroes pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm gonna do a little research and just kind of get an idea of how much these characters get played and what kind of scenes there are. So if there's somebody who's like not really comfortable with playing something really scary, I'll put them with a character that doesn't play anything really scary.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I'm gonna do that.
Wait, this is a scary game?
It can be. I'm gonna make a dope flow chart, is what I'm saying,
The dope flow charts.
and we'll assign everyone characters. So Scott has to be Mike. I've already decided that in my head. Like Scott needs to be
Hot
Mike.
flow charts, yeah.
Let me tell you, this is hot fucking flow charts. Do you agree though, Scott and Mike? I feel like that's a match made in heaven.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So we'll play it. We'll start playing it at 10 p.m. and we'll play it until dawn.
Oh, all right. I guess the audio people get a bit of a.
Oh, we're actually going to play it until dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna play it until dawn.
Wow, that's funny.
I thought about it a lot. I'm so excited. That's gonna be my favorite part of Extra Life for sure. Scott Legend Deck V Ranked Mode, Tony says in the chat. So Tony is following my advice.
Currently happening.
Good. Let me know how it goes. So yeah, the game was still really fun by myself. Also, it was worth noting. Less fun, but fun in a different way. So.
Mm-hmm.
I played Quest of Dungeons, which I played and finished, and I wrote a review about it. That's going to be up on Pixelkin soon. The game's fine. It's like it's weird. It's very simple, you know, but it's not like super expensive. It's $8, and it's a classic roguelike, right? So, in old school roguelikes, every time you move, enemies move, and anytime you do an action, it's called a turn, and it means other enemies will do actions or move as well. So that's how roguelikes used to be. Now they're kind of more the idea of like the randomly generated loot drops and everything. That's kind of the core of what a roguelike is today. But in the past, that was like the core of what roguelikes were. So something like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon plays like that, where every time you do anything, it's a turn, and your enemies get a turn as well. So Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is actually one of the more modern classic roguelikes. But this one's fine. There's not much to it. There's 4 classes, you know, a couple of range classes, a couple of melee classes. And yeah, it's fun. It's a fun game. Like, a run will take about an hour, maybe like an hour and a half to finish the game. And the only problem is the runs are pretty long, so you could play for like an hour and 20 minutes and then die and have to start over again, and that kind of sucks. Usually, like even Spelunky, the longest runs are 45 minutes to an hour. Same with like Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac can be a little bit longer, depending on how deep you go. And that's kind of where I think like it loses its balance. But past that, like it's a simple, fun game. It's got a cool sense of humor. You can unlock the Crypt of the Necrodancer person.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. It doesn't change the game to like rhythm based, but it's still cool. Check out my review, pixelkin.org. It'll be up soon, I hope. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, that was free for Xbox Live Gold members. So I just played a little bit of that.
That's the first time you played that version, right?
Yeah, I'd never played Definitive. Unfortunately, it's not the PS4 one, so it doesn't run at a higher frame rate, but it was like, as soon as I got into that game, and like you get the bow, and then you see the bonfire, and you see the skill tree for the first time, I'm like, man, this game is so good. It was just like a great moment for me. And it was actually funny, because when I was playing through it and going through kind of like those linear sections of climbing and stuff, I'm like, I'm actually kind of excited for another Uncharted game. It's weird how my relationship is with those games. Like, anytime I see Uncharted, I get more excited for Tomb Raider. And now I'm playing Tomb Raider, I'm getting more excited for Uncharted. So, I think there's room for both in my heart. And they're 5 months apart, so I'll have plenty of time to stew on both of them. Yeah, it's great. Tomb Raider's a great game. It's free right now for gold members until the end of September, so what are you doing? Go get it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? It looks great. Doesn't look amazing. Not as good as Rise of the Tomb Raider is going to look, but it looks great. Metal Gear Solid 5. I finished Metal Gear Solid 5. And then I finished Metal Gear Solid 5. So you beat it, and then there's like 20 hours left after that of stuff. But like, it makes sense because you finish the game, right, and credits roll, and it's like, oh, this is the end of the arc, the story arc of this video game. It's like, okay, you know, this person that you've been pursuing, that leads to a climax, that something happens, right? But there are threads that are just left, and they don't even, like, mention it. And they roll credits, and then it's like, coming in chapter 2, and then it, like, gives you, like,
all the stuff you see in the trailers.
yeah, like everything you've seen in the trailer with some cool voiceover of it, and it's like, man, there's like, it seems like there's like a whole game left right now, and there kind of is. It's like, this is stuff with Huey and stuff with Quiet and stuff with Ocelot, just, you know, tying up loose ends. Some of the loose ends, you know, maybe not as tied as I'd like them to be, but I still have a little bit left. I have one mission left that I got stuck on last night, and it's the last mission, I believe. There are no story missions left after this.
So do you have to do the like the extreme one and stuff like that?
No, I think you have to do like 3 of them total. But it's mostly you have to complete specific side ops and talk to Paz at certain points. Like, you go through all of that.
Oh, is she the key? Because like I'm doing the getting your team members and everything.
Yeah,
so.
get the old Mother Base soldiers, and that unlocks new scenes with Paz. And then do all of those. And then your Mother Base, I think you have to have level 2 platforms for all of the platforms. At least that's what I have. I have a few level 3s, 3 out of 4s.
Yeah, all of them are like past 3. Dude, when I was playing that game, like a few days ago, yeah. I was like, you know what? I have to stop as far as like these side missions, these side ops, because I've been doing the side ops for so goddamn long, and I've been like I'm still having fun with the game. I'm enjoying the game. It was like I'll do my complaints about like not having enough story. Yeah. And as soon as I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do just the missions and then that's it. And you're totally right. That's where all the fucking story is at. Obviously,
yeah, it's like there's a good amount of story in that game.
Yeah, and there's plenty of it if you go through it that way.
Yeah. Like I was saying, I had a good balance of doing like 5 side ops and then doing 2 missions and stuff. So.
Yeah, I completely stopped the side ops stuff because I did so many already. Like I did like 50 of them. And like
I think my total just hit like 60. So side ops. There are a lot of important side ops, as they call them, at the end, and you have to do those to unlock more progression.
Those are only right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but there are like side ops that you do have to do, like I said, like capture the mother or recapture the Mother Base soldiers. I did all the unlucky dog stuff. I don't know if you have to do those, but
unlucky dog.
The guy that keeps getting captured as he's trying to save prisoners.
Oh, okay.
So I finished it. I guess I probably shouldn't talk about how I felt about the real ending, but I want to talk about it. I'll say it makes me want to talk about it.
Okay. You listened to the spoiler cast?
I haven't yet because I want to finish this the mission 45 with a certain character.
Did you look at that missing cutscene, or were you save that to the end as well?
I didn't. I don't even know about that. Is there a missing cutscene?
There's a scene in the game that wasn't in the actual game, but like if people who had like the collector's edition saw like a behind the scenes that had that scene, and apparently it like ties a lot of things together, makes it make a lot more sense apparently. So I haven't seen it.
I mean,
yet.
things make sense, but like they make sense in a Kojima way, which is to say they don't. So,
but they said that scene was like really important, and people are like really was like, wow, why was this out of the game? That will tie a lot of things up. So
that's good to know. I'll look it up. Yeah, that game is. There are a few great moments towards the end of that game, like in that chapter 2, like the post-story story, second part of the story. There are just like moments that emulate the intro, that prologue, that are excellent. What mission are you on, Nabishin? Just so I know.
Like the last story beat?
Yeah, what was the last thing that happened? Being vague, of course, for our listeners.
Someone got interrogated, but it's not the person who got interrogated like multiple times.
I know. That was fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there's a giraffe equivalent scene in Metal Gear Solid 5 to compare it to The Last of Us. There's just a moment of levity that was kind of wonderful, and it really hit home with me. That happened with one of my favorite characters, so it's great. There are some ups in that game that are like actually kind of like nice. Yeah, I just really want to talk about that. I think the ending to like the story is great. I thought it was really really cool.
So wait, you said you beat the game, but for the second time you beat the game, but like there's still more stuff afterwards as far as like story beats.
So there is a side up 150, which I won't say what it's for, but that opens up before the or around the same time. It has like the same requirements as that final story mission, like that reveals the true ending. And I did the story mission before I did that side up, and that side up leads right into another mission.
Okay.
So, when you get there, know that you can do them in whichever order. So, but yeah, I've finished Metal Gear. 65, 67 hours, I think, total is where I'm at. So, plenty more that I can play, but I may have to put it down for a little bit. My emotions, all the feels. So, great game. It is. We are going to do a spoiler cast on that. I can say definitively we will. So, for those wondering if we will, it's going to happen. That's it. That's all I've been playing.
Okay.
So, Nabishin, what else have you been playing?
Other things we already talked about until dawn and Metal Gear. Been playing a lot more Mario Maker. Or well, a lot more is hard to say of all these other games that isn't Metal Gear, because Metal Gear has been taking up most of my time, and like I have been trying to yes, I could do other things, but like but yeah, I've been playing Mario Maker, which is like I just like pop in every day so I can get like a new materials for the creation stuff, and then I try that out for like a few minutes and like see how that's like. I'm actually really intrigued about like probably trying to make my own level after all, because it's so fun and it's so simple that like even though like I know it won't be all that great and probably utter garbage, but like there's something about it that like it makes me really intrigued and like want to like just try it out for myself and just like have fun that way. So I kind of want to try that out now.
I think the simplicity of the Maker is enticing. Like that's the only reason like why this could work and this could be successful is that they made the creation tools so great.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worth trying. Yeah, like dive deep. It doesn't matter if it's good. If you have fun making it, that I think is worth something.
And yeah, that game is fucking dope. Like top to bottom, just like playing it is just so much fun.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting it.
Yeah, I think you really enjoy it. Like in more ways than one. You'll probably do like the actual like change your game clock time so you get everything, and that's probably the better way to do it. I'm just doing day by day because Metal Gear, and I just don't have time for it right now. So that's not,
I probably wouldn't.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Other than that, or Danganronpa. Like I played more of it like after we finished our show last week. Just like I just need to like put some time into it because like I said, Metal Gear has been taking up all my time. And I beat the first chapter and like yeah, like that's fucking Danganronpa. Like it really. Yeah, it gets legit after that first one. Cause like oh yeah, it gets dark and it gets to that point and you get your little fucking cutscene that you usually get for when you play Danganronpa games. For like when someone dies, so it's like oh wow, okay, and it's like that feel of the dread and everything like that. I'm starting to feel that again. It's not quite there as far as like the other games, but like I'm feeling it now. So it's like. Yeah, okay. This is really legit. I need to play this more when I have the time for it. So
some good old fashioned despair, my friend.
Yeah. So that game is super dope.
Yeah. God,
and
I'm so excited for Danganronpa 3. God. So many good Japanese games to be excited for.
Mm-hmm. And I beat Mega Man 4, which is fun.
Just 2 left.
Yeah. I started a little bit of 5. 5 is different because, like I said, I never played that one before. But it's still fun though, so I'll try to beat the rest of them and enjoy that.
When did it jump to SNES?
7.
Okay.
And no one liked it.
Yeah, right. But then they did Mega Man X, and everyone liked that.
That's the reason why no one liked it.
Yeah. Huh. That's so weird. I wonder if like they could make a good Mega Man game today. I mean, like, outside of 9 and 10, like, let's try and do Mega Man new. I guess, like, they never would because it wouldn't sell as well as they wanted to, but, like, let's try and do a new spin on Mega Man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. I can't really think of anything else I spent time with, so that's me.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear. All right, that's it. That's the show. That's the end. Normally we don't end like this. But here we are.
We don't end like this. Not like this.
Not like this. It's a short show. It happens every now and again. Jarrett somewhere is like, all right, okay. Unless anyone has a closing topic, but we can discuss that in a moment. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can always send us an email, like I said earlier, mailsack@irrationalpod.com, or leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337. Keep in mind that standard long distance fees do apply. You could always, if you are long distance and would like to send us a voicemail regardless, you could email us a voicemail. That'd be cool. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I am at AlFighter27. Scott is at WhatTechuz. Nabishin is at Nabishin186. That's Nabeshin 186. And Tony's at Tony Horvath. All one word. Some other stuff. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow the site on Twitter at IrrationalPod. Go to VGEva.com. Check out the awesome podcast network that we are a part of. Go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/IrrationalPassions. My 2 Let's Play series are over. I beat Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, and Brant and I, well, we finished, I put in air quotes, Donkey Kong 64. But did we beat that game, or did it beat us? You'll have to watch and find out.
Well, yeah, you if you listen to the show, you'd already know.
You know. It beat us, for sure. There's probably going to be a week, maybe 2 weeks off before Alex Plays Sly Cooper starts. Just hang tight. I got to record those episodes, so it's going to be a little bit. I am taking... yeah, the next series.
Okay.
So I will be playing Sly 2, and then Justin and I are still having scheduling conflicts for our Alex Plays With series, which will be the next Alex Plays With. But that'll be out soon. That'll be starting soon. I would expect that series will start in November, and Sly Cooper will start in October. So stay tuned. That's it. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And, of course, everything Irrational Passions is on our website, irrationalpassions.com. Does anybody have a closing topic? I'm guessing not.
I got discussion stuff. Not really Machine ass, but it's like something else in general.
Okay. Throw it at us.
Video game related. Just thinking about like this fall. This is like not really like a console war-y type of thing, but like like it's just making me think because like I was kind of funny like Gamecast, and like they were talking about like the releases this fall and like if exclusive matters anymore, and just things like that. Just for this fall in particular, and it is actually making me like legitimately think that like like comparing to like what it was last generation with like 360 and PS3, where like PS3 had all the exclusives, and like Xbox only had those. They had the strong third party to support, and like with this generation is like just like the mirror opposite of that. Since PlayStation doesn't really have anything as far as exclusives, but like their third party, like especially in particular with PlayStation, like their third party, like their I guess you could say their third party marketing force, where it's like make it seem like this is the only place you can get it when it's not really true.
Yeah.
I think that's like
the whole point, right?
Yeah, I think that's like probably like the strongest it's ever been. It's like as far as like any of the either Xbox or PlayStation has it ever done, because it's like with like they were like in front with Disney Infinity, they were in front with Battlefront right now, they're in front with Destiny, and there's probably like one more big game that I can't think of, but like as far as like that, it's like they're
Halo,
fucking,
right?
Oh,
That's PlayStation.
fucking Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Even though that doesn't really matter on that system, but like I think that's really something that like making more of a case that exclusives don't really matter as far as like buying a console for that game type of thing doesn't really make for like the general consumer, I should say, matter anymore. At least that's what it seems.
I think it's also indicative that the third party support will go to wherever the lead platform is.
Almost.
It was 360 last generation because that was like that was the lead platform. That's where people shipped off their review copies. That's where that's where everyone went. That was the default answer. Oh, did you send us an Xbox copy? Did you send us a 360 copy? Do you have a debug 360? It's just like that was always the answer. And now, that's flipped. That's PS4 is the default. That's where debugs are. That's where review copies are. That's where everyone just defaults to. So, and it's the one that's selling faster. Again, I think in 5 years, when this generation's kind of going to a close, they'll probably be pretty close, I think, if I had to guess. But I think, and it might switch like the PS3 did, but we'll see.
I think it's more of a worldwide thing. It's the only reason why they caught up, though. So
yeah,
and I'm just thinking it's like because like Xbox has a killer first party lineup this winter, and it's like more of like a like I don't know, like it just seems like nothing really is gonna like hook onto something for that long. I mean, obviously Halo's gonna be there for like the month, like I could see them being the top selling consoles for like November and maybe even October, but like December, like I'm not sure. And then like even after that, it's like I don't know. So like I think they'll catch up a little bit, but not to the point that it matters all that much, if that makes sense.
I don't know, like it's hard to say because like I definitely think Xbox is still the system to own this fall. Definitely. It's like it's what I would recommend to people who are like, where are all the hot games coming out this fall? Like on Xbox One, like you've got Forza if you're into that, you got Halo if you're into that, you've got kind of like special support for Fallout 4. It's cheaper, It's great. Metal Gear looks great on it. Still runs at 60 frames per second. For me, that's what's more important. Fallout 4 is going to look great on it. Halo is going to look amazing on it. The games that matter are going to look great and play great and be great on it. And I think it is going to... It's going to matter. It's going to make a difference. So, I I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It is such a waiting game. I don't think we're going to see a major shift. I don't think Microsoft's going to take the lead, but I think it's going to make a good dent. So,
Like even like beyond that, it's like 2016, like what exclusives does PlayStation have other than Uncharted?
The Last Guardian.
Okay, that's one.
That's one. Presumably, whatever Sucker Punch has been working on. They've got Horizon.
Let's work with the known.
Horizon. That's 2016.
Okay, that's definitely a good one.
That's a big one. That looks great. Danganronpa now. They got Persona. That's big.
That is true.
That for some people, they've got this Kingdom Hearts game. Also,
I think that's good for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Persona.
Kingdom Hearts is PS. This new Kingdom Hearts game is PS4 exclusive, and that's going to make a difference for some people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of neat, like PlayStation hits a lot of great niches, like different. Niches.
That's what I was just about to say too. Like I feel like from what the PS3 brought up a lot of people as far as like reaching out to all these demographics, as far as like even like something dumb like a Asura's Wrath to something that's popular as Uncharted. Like they're just like getting all these different demographics. And I think that actually carried over to PlayStation 4 in a good way for them.
Yeah, like this weird indie focus that kind of launched the PlayStation 4. I think has kind of changed the ecosystem of that console in a good way. You know, we're gonna see something like Danganronpa 3 on a PS4.
Yeah, and like I feel like I'm being super negative in the Xbox, but like as far as like a reputation where like the 360 got you, as far as like that's like that's definitely like a Fallout machine, number one, and you would think of that as more of like the one you play your Maddens and your Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So it's like
I feel like Microsoft could really easily swing the pendulum back in their direction if they brought back the Summer of Arcade.
They need to.
They really need to. Because like that changed downloadable games.
That made me buy an Xbox 360 was Castle Crashers.
Me too.
And basically just the Summer of Arcade in general is what made me buy me a 360.
It was the Summer of Arcade, Gears of War 2, and Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Like those weird 3 completely different niches are what made me jump on an Xbox 360. And like I don't regret it at all. If they brought that back, I feel like because like they've got the games to fill it out. They've got this new game from the developers of Limbo, and they've got Below, and I'm sure they can pick out 2 or 3 more indie games that like Cuphead or something. Like that would be an incredible Summer of Arcade 2016 lineup.
Right.
That'd be the time to bring it back too. And it's like people will buy consoles for that shit now. They wouldn't before, but they would now. So I don't know.
So, in terms of answering your question, it's kind of a weird yes-no situation.
Yeah.
Because while people will follow the third-party support heavily, the exclusives, a lot of exclusives did come to the Xbox, even if there was only a limited time exclusive because of the Summer Arcade.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like the Summer of Arcade was like it only happened because Xbox 360 had that third party lead, right? They had the lead on Sony where like they were the lead platform for that generation. And now that's why I think we're seeing that kind of indie support on PlayStation 4 because it's the lead platform. But I feel like you could bring back, or at least even the odds a little bit, from those unexpected exclusives, timed or otherwise, that are just indie titles, because that's what people are playing between their big AAA releases. So, right. I think Microsoft should do that. God, I hope so. Like, I would lose my mind if like at the next E3, Microsoft was like, and starting in the first week of July, we're bringing back the Summer of Arcade. I'd be like, that's awesome. I will buy all of those games, most likely. So,
all right, cool.
Yeah, that was a good talk. All right, let's end the show. You already heard all the contact us stuff. Very much appreciate y'all listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you to our good friend Danny Wiesner for our opening music of Two Player Co-op and our closing music of The World is Saved, respectively. And that's it. Tell your friends also. Hey, spread the love. We're going to have great guests on for the next couple weeks. Barrett is coming on next week. He's a cool guy I met in San Francisco. He also has his own podcast network, YouTube. I'm going to look it up so I don't mess it up, because I will mess it up. YouTube.com/Baiazona Gamers. So that's BAIAZONA Gamers. So go check that out. He'll be on next week. It's going to be fun. And we're having Sean Pitts on the week after that. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Nabishin, for joining me, as always.
Hey.
I love you guys. I've been your host,
Gross.
Alex. Play your games. Stay around. We'll talk to you all next week. Do you like that?
All right, titles.
Titles!
Did you eat in the Science Lab restaurant?
Yeah,
I know I'm an awesome poop joke. The Way of the Reichert. 3.24 over 2 days. The mute is strong with this one. Do you even game, bro?
Jesus.
What did you fucking call us? The Pride Lands. You should remake your deck. Dope flowcharts. And not like this.
See, I didn't put the A on Pridelands.
It must have autocorrected the Pridelands. I like dope flowchart.
I like Pridelands.
I also like Pridelands.
I like the
I'm-
Way
I'm
of
a-
the Reichert.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that one too.
The Way of the Record?
Yeah.
That one's pretty good.
Sure.
Sure. Send Dan Record some love. We do love him. Nabishin and Tony, you have been selected. You have offered yourselves as tribute.
This is the Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 245.
The Way of the Reichert.
Eat Taco Bell and feel inner sadness.
Oh, konnichiwa.
But Dan Reichert does not get
Konnichiwa.
sad when he eats Taco Bell.
God.
Stop recording. Make it end. That was a good show.
Man,
I will
just
bash
realized I had
Taco
a
Bell
fan
whenever
on
I
the
get the
entire
chance.
time. There's going to be some background noise.
Great. I have that to look forward to. Thank you to everyone who is
Oh, that's
watching
what that was.
the video. And you got to see that hot kiss action at the end.
So apparently 3 wins in a row, Tony?